The Greek diaspora is a significant and widespread global community, with Greeks living in many countries across continents. Here's a broad look at the distribution and influence of Greeks worldwide. Greece and Cyprus. Greece is home to over 10 million people, and Cyprus has a population of about 1.2 million. The number of Greeks in both countries remains largely constant as the primary ethnic groups. United States population estimate: around 3 million Greeks live in the U.S., according to cultural organizations. This figure includes both those who identify as Greek and those with Greek ancestry. The Greek American community is largest in New York City, Chicago, Tarpon Springs, Florida, and Detroit, where they continue to preserve Greek culture through the Greek Orthodox Church, food festivals, and educational programs. Canada. There are approximately 300,000 Greeks in Canada, with notable populations in Toronto, Montreal, and Vancouver. Greek immigrants began arriving in significant numbers in the early 20th century, and the community continues to thrive, particularly in terms of cultural and religious activities. With an estimated 400,000 to 500,000 Greeks living in Australia, it holds one of the largest Greek communities outside of Greece. The majority reside in Melbourne, which is known for its vibrant Greek culture, particularly in its Greek Orthodox churches and cafes. Other cities, such as Sydney and Brisbane, also have substantial Greek populations. The Greek population in Germany is approximately 300,000. Many Greeks began migrating to Germany in the 1960s and 1970s due to labor agreements. Over time, the community has grown and integrated into German society, while still maintaining its cultural identity through community centers, Greek restaurants, and churches. In the UK, the Greek population is estimated at 250,000 to 300,000, with the largest communities in London and Manchester. Greek Cypriots, who arrived in the 1950s and 1960s, make up a large portion of this community. The Greek Orthodox Church plays an essential role in maintaining cultural practices. Russia and Ukraine are home to an estimated 300,000 Greeks in total, mainly ethnic Greeks who live along the Black Sea coast in regions like the Crimean Peninsula and Donbas. The history of Greeks in these areas stretches back to the ancient Greek colonies established over 2,000 years ago. In Ukraine, the Greek community has faced challenges due to political instability, but remains an important cultural group in places like Mariupol and Odessa. Argentina is home to around 150,000 Greeks, with many having immigrated after World War II. The Greek community in Argentina has had a significant impact on local culture, contributing to the country's music, cuisine, and even politics. Brazil has an estimated Greek population of 100,000 to 150,000. Many Greek immigrants arrived in the early 20th century and settled in areas like Sao Paulo and Rio de Janeiro. Greek Brazilian communities maintain strong ties to their heritage through festivals, restaurants, and cultural events. Other countries, Germany, Italy, and France, also have smaller but notable Greek communities. France, around 100,000 Greeks live in France, primarily in Paris. The community is primarily composed of Greek Cypriots who migrated in the 1970s. Other European countries like Sweden and the Netherlands host smaller Greek communities. Cultural preservation. In each of these countries, the Greek diaspora has managed to preserve and promote its rich cultural heritage through Greek Orthodox churches, which serve as a hub for religious and cultural life. Greek language schools, where children learn both the Greek language and cultural traditions. Festivals and events like Greek Independence Day on March 25th and Orthodox Easter, celebrated with parades, dances, and public gatherings. Challenges, identity preservation. Many in the diaspora face challenges in maintaining their Greek identity, especially as generations progress and assimilation into local cultures takes place. Political and economic issues. In regions like Ukraine and Russia, political instability has affected the Greek population, particularly with tensions over regions like Crimea. The Greek diaspora represents a rich and diverse community spread out across the globe, each with unique experiences, yet all united by shared cultural and historical ties. Furthermore, in South Africa, the Greek community is significant, with an estimated population of over 45,000 people. The majority of Greeks in South Africa live in cities like Johannesburg, Cape Town, Pretoria, and Durban. These communities have roots dating back to the 19th century, when Greek immigrants first arrived, many from islands such as Ithaca and Kefalonia. Over time, Greek migrants found success and integration, particularly in business sectors, despite facing early discrimination and hardships. If you liked the video, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.